balls, ladies and gentlemen, do we have a matchup for you today? We are in the Luck Division Bob Conference. Interdivisional matchup between OSU and TED. TED is a strange acronym for the Diamond Dogs. There's no T's, there's no E's, but it's TED. Frank Balog owns the Diamond Dogs, and he's not having a very good season. Frank Balog is kind of a transient. He comes and goes whenever he feels like it. So let's get this thing started. 3, 2, 1, go. So yes, as mentioned, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they are owned by, let me pull it up during the coin toss here. Tom Conrad. So, as I mentioned, it's interdivisional matchup. The Buckeyes are 3-2. The Diamond Dogs are 1-4 with an abysmal, already 100 negative point differential, scoring 75 and giving up way over 175. So here we go. What do we got here? The Buckeyes coming out, thrown into coverage, knocked away. It's already third down. I missed it down. My apologies. Pro form. This play has been selected a lot. Lots of choices, lots of options. Brian Harline will catch it in the middle of the field, make a few people miss, and cross midfield for a 1st and 10. The Buckeyes are rolling here. I'm going to take a guess and say Tom. He's either from Ohio or once lived there. That's a big gain. Now we're in the red zone. 35-yard gain. 1st and 10 now at the 14-yard line. That's that play action pass we were just talking about. Not as many options this time. He'll throw it right over the middle, and it will get knocked away. The Dogs' defense shows up on that play. Yeah, the Dogs need to turn this around here. They're 1-4 already with I believe it was a negative 106 point differential, and there was a touchdown by the Buckeyes. So whatever point differential in the negative it was, just increased. Cardale Jones throws a touchdown pass. Ohio State goes up 7-0. And here we go. Here comes Krim. Krim gets nothing. Here's the pro form. This is a flea flicker. He's got an option near the bottom of the screen. Who does he throw to? Throws to the deep man. And boy, is he inaccurate. He's extremely inaccurate. Here we go. 3 wideouts. Ooh, called play. Will Smith will take him down for a sack. 3rd down and 15. Line plunge on 3rd and 15. Interesting play selection. I can see why the Dogs have struggled this season. That opening series was woeful. Here comes George. Breaks a tackle. Gets inside the 30. 25. 7-0 Buckeyes. Already knocking on the door again. Let's see how they handle things. Throws it deep into the end zone. Picked off! Could that be the momentum change the Dogs need this season? Man in motion to the bottom of the screen. Wow. Took 2 blockers to take on that linebacker at the bottom of the screen. Quarterback throws it to a receiver who was engaged in a block, thus laying on the ground by the time the ball got to him. Boy. And that was the first good offensive play of the game there for the Dogs. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. That's 3 wideouts there. Play action pass, looking for a receiver, throws it short middle. We'll get the 1st down and a little bit more. Man in motion again. Lots of play action in this offense, which can be good depending on how you use it. Throwing deep to the receiver, touchdown, diving play. Boy, that's pretty when your receiver dives for it and slides across the goal line while doing so, completing the catch. Touchdown. This might not be good, though. It is wide right. Well, just as soon as the Dogs get something going there, they had a chance to tie and did not take advantage. 7-6. Still lots of game to go. Here come the Buckeyes after a short return. Nice sack by Leslie Higgins. The Dogs are feeling it all of a sudden. That was like a lurch sack. Throwing deep. Harrison is wide open, but the pass is way overthrown. Almost 10 yards too deep. 4 wideouts now. Another pass play. Good protection. Oh my goodness, the quarterback runs into a defender and fumbles, and the Dogs are going to pick it up, folks. What a way to end the first quarter. OSU up 7-6. What a turn of events. What good fortune for the Dogs. Almost sacked there. Quarterback barely dodges it. Throws a beauty in between defenders for a huge gain. They're now at the 6-yard line for folks. First and goal at the 6. Plenty of options for a touchdown. Oh my, wow. That looked like pass interference potentially. You can't engage in a grapple before the pass gets to you. No one had possession there. That was kind of amusing. 7-6. Reverse play. He's got a blocker. Oh my goodness. Looked like it could have turned into something, but he cut back in toward the middle of the field where all the defenders were. And they will settle for a field goal attempt, and they will barely get it. They will take the lead on that. It's got to be a little bit disappointing with that kind of field position, not punching it in. But they take the lead nonetheless. Silver lining. Here comes Ohio State again. Let's see. They've been cruising all day on offense. Let's see if they can keep it going. No pass rush whatsoever. And he'll dump it off. Oh my goodness. A fumble. This time it goes out of bounds. Tom Conrad was probably cursing at the TV right after that play. Wide open receiver deep. This one looks way overthrown again. Ooh. Oh boy. A couple of big gainers on the field on that play. They'll get the first down and keep the drive going on a humble little line plunge that gets them about 3. Here's the play action. The guy's open again every single time. This time he hits him in stride. And folks, this will be a touchdown. OSU regains the lead. Marvin Harrison, excellent receiver to Cardell Jones. From Cardell Jones. I actually don't know who that is. And I consider myself to be pretty knowledgeable about pro sports. But if he was just a college player, maybe that's why I don't know who the hell he is. So, oh my gosh. Ugh. Yuck. That's what happens when you don't pay your returner at all. You start deep in your own territory. And if this is a reverse, folks, things are starting to come unglued now. 16-9, OSU gets the ball back. Those slow developing reverse plays, I think that's what that was. I'm not positive. We'll never know because the play was called and he was tackled immediately for a safety. Roy Kent takes him down for a sack. And this is a called play, folks. Might have been a fumble if he got that flea flicker toss back, if that was the flea flicker anyways. And toss into the flat. And the Dogs are not going to lay down. Get it? The Dogs will not lay down despite that disappointing safety. They may have the last drive, actual drive, of the first half here. The Dogs definitely have the flea flicker in the playbook. Oh my goodness. James Laurinaitis takes down the quarterback. Boy, oh boy, they're right back where they were. 2 safeties in one game. They got the flea flicker off deep and wildly inaccurate. 3rd down and 20. And that'll be the second safety in as many drives. Yeesh. So you've got shitty returners and 3 reverses in your playbook. And I can see how this situation can happen a little more than you might think. Called play there by the defense. Certainly isn't the Dogs' defense. That's the problem today. So you have a slow returner who can barely bring it out of the end zone, and then gets tackled at the 4, and then you run one of those godforsaken reverse plays, and boom, safety. Slant over the middle. Can he find him? He does. And Ohio State will end the half. Well, the half isn't quite over yet, but close. On a few unanswered touchdowns. Tecmo seconds to go before we head to halftime. This has blowout written all over it. Could it be 3 safeties? 3 safeties in a quarter? Call a reverse play, I dare ya. Play action. No pass rush this time. You'll get a long, deep pass off. Will it be accurate? No, it will not be. That could have been 6 points. Well, we're at halftime, folks. And after building a small amount of momentum, the Dogs have just completely imploded on themselves, giving up 2 safeties on 2 consecutive series, and then 2 touchdowns scoring on the ensuing possessions, respectively. Here comes Krim. He looks a little faster than he did earlier. You just got to pray for those short kicks. Here's that reverse I was telling everybody about. He'll get a few yards. Nothing special. This is a play-action pass. He's got a wide-open receiver deep. And he will dive to catch it, cross midfield, and then get tackled after a few yards after the catch. 1st and 10 at the 42. They've got a long way to go. Why not start with a half-opening touchdown drive? That reverse looks very pretty. He's made 4 or 5 people miss, folks. 12-yard gain, 1st and 10. Tackled for a big loss. That reverse was snuffed out. Wide open receiver at the top of the screen. He's going to throw it. He's going to hit him. Wow. A lot of diving catches. That receiver must have high receptions. If he'd hit him in stride, it would have been an easy touchdown. A flea flicker on the 4-yard line. Throws into coverage and it's caught. Interesting play call. Interesting result. Throwing it into coverage and still catching it. Well, I guess you can't say the Dogs are officially out of it yet, but they are still down 2 scores. Let's see how Ohio OSU responds to the points being put on the board by the Dogs. 4 wideouts. What's it going to be? Big pressure coming from the left end. Oh my goodness. Could have been pick, which the Dogs would have needed desperately. Line plunge up the middle, and it's 3rd and 9 already. Halfback toss. couple of yards, and it'll be time to punt it. The Dogs do exactly what they need to do. That defense, despite the score, I have to say, is pretty solid. They just keep being put in unwinnable situations. Wow. Popcorn that guy. And the Dogs are going to start at the Buckeyes, the 33-yard line. And here we go. Pro form, tight end at the top. Play action fake. Looking for a receiver. Absolutely nobody's open, and he just throws it at the ground. Same play. Nope, this is an actual line plunge. They'll get nothing on that, and we're already in 3rd and long. Open receiver at the top. Lots of open receivers, quite frankly. Throws touchdown. What a play. The Dogs on 3rd and long pull up the clutch touchdown. Ted Lasso throws a laser beam to the back of the end zone. And folks, we have another missed extra point. That one didn't matter too much, although you never really know how a game will end up score-wise. You never want to leave points on the field. They've left 2. The equivalent of one of their safeties. So here we go, Ohio State. Backs up against the wall. Roy Kent, what an intense pass rush. This could be a safety, folks. And it is. 3 safeties in one game. Well, is this where Frank Balog's team turns things around? They were the underdog coming into this, but divisional play is always a wild card. Looking for a receiver. Quarterback throws backward into a guy who's engaged in a block. Interesting. This is that reverse. Oh my god, it's snuffed out so bad. Ugh. And here we go. That's that play action pass. He gets just barely enough time. No, he does not. The pass rush does chase him down. And folks, the Dogs are going to have to punt it back. And there will be 1 Tecmo second left in the 3rd quarter here. Time is stopped on all kicks and punts. What are we going to do now? Halfback toss to the top sideline. 1st down. And then some. Fades back to pass. Looks. Throws across the middle. Or no, who did he throw to? Yep, across the middle. 1st and 10 and then some. Knocking on the door. Definitely in field goal range here. Although I'm not sure if Ohio paid their kicker any better than the Dogs. That'll be a touchdown, folks. What a play. What a job. Brian Hartline. Kind of remember him. I just do not remember Cardale Jones. Well, back to a 2-score game, and this late, that's the last thing you want to see if you're the Dogs. They got to score, and they got to score relatively quickly. But right now, getting that ball out of the end zone is the top priority. Looks like they can afford 1 blown-up reverse from this field position. They don't call it, though. Throws it deep. Wow. That seemed like a pretty good pass. I don't know why he didn't grab that. Play action pass. It looks like they're avoiding the reverses. Makes sense being down 2 scores with a little more than half a quarter to go. You got to avoid those things like the flag when you're anywhere near the end zone. Wide receiver open short. They'll get the 1st down and a bit more. They'll move up to the 25-yard line, and the time is starting to become an issue. Play action pass. He's got a wide open receiver at the top, but the pass rush blocks the pass, knocks it down. Missed a golden opportunity there. That never feels good. Wide open receiver across the middle, first down, and he'll get to the 45-yard line. Is that play action again? Nope, it's the flea flicker and the pass. Oh my goodness, the quarterback can't stop throwing to guys who are engaged in blocks. This will be a called play. Will Smith will take him down. 32-24. With 2 minutes and 13 seconds of Tecmo time to go. Another called play. Yowza. Is it 4th down already? 4th down in a mile. And 3 straight called plays will end the game for Frank Balog's Dogs. I kind of think that's bullshit. 3 straight called plays. But I have no say in it. And that'll do it for this one, folks. The Buckeyes are going to take this one. It's just a matter of by how much. I can't believe we're already in week 7, folks. Oh my goodness. I might have spoken too soon if the Dogs had picked that up, but no such luck. 3rd down and 14. Called play. Wild throw. No, it was actually pretty accurate in the face of intense pressure, and the Buckeyes are going to add a little salt in the wound. Marvin Harrison with yet another touchdown. And this is probably going to be a miss. Yes, it is. So 4 missed extra points in this game, 3 safeties, and a partridge in a pear tree. So as I was saying, I can't believe we're already in week 7. We're still going at quite the ferocious pace. I believe Bobby had intentions of having this championship game be played in a couple of weeks from now. I'm not sure that's still his plan, but I think that's the reason for this rapid pacing of games. Big surprise team of the year thus far, G.I. Joe. I think they're owned by Scott McCoy. Still undefeated, along with owner, Tecmo Owners League creator, Bobby Lesher. We have 2 undefeated teams at this point. I'll have to check the schedule and see if those 2 play each other before the playoffs. 38-24, that is your final. The Dogs showed glimpses of greatness, but in the end, as mentioned, giving up 2 safeties and 2 ensuing touchdowns afterward, while also missing 2 extra points, were their demise. This is Joe Shitbag Mitchell signing off.